Hey, how's it going, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the supercars with the most customization in GTA 5 Online, and let's get straight to it. Alright, starting with number 1, guys. This isn't in any specific order. I'm just going to show you guys just my 10 favorite cars, or 10 cars that I believe that have the most customization for supercars. So starting with the first one, guys, we have the Tempesta. And the Tempesta has some, like I said, a fairly good amount of customization to do to it, honestly. What I should have done was kind of put, the original version of the car and then maybe the upgraded version. And you can kind of see how much detail is put onto it once you add, the customization to it. Honestly, my favorite part about this car is probably the back. This car is obviously a Lamborghini Huracan in real life, and I just think the back looks really, really cool in my opinion. But the spoiler, I usually don't rock spoilers on my car, but right now I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, there's the Tempesta, one of my favorite cars to drive in GTA Online. Moving up to the next one, guys, we have the S80 Rr. Yeah, not one of the car I really drive that much, but I do know this is one of the cars you can really make you can make one of these cars look really unique. In my opinion, it kind of looks like the Incredibles car. I don't know if you guys ever seen any of the Incredibles movies or like the first one, but it kind of looks like it, honestly, in my opinion. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. It looks also a little weird. It's a one cab, so like it's only made for one person, but you guys can see like the little fenders, whatever you want to call that, on the car. The back wheel too. It looks really cool. It just has a couple cool livery options to do to it on as well. But this is not a car, like I said, I drive a lot. It's just a car that stands out to me. And moving on to the next one, guys, we have the Thrax. The Thrax, in my opinion, has a lot of customization. Honestly, I feel like there's just a lot of liveries and therefore a lot of fluorescence you can do to make this car look different and unique and cool. And honestly, I'm not a person to really use custom bumpers on my car. But I feel like on this vehicle right here, it looks pretty cool, honestly. And I always do the stock wheels, always on the Thrax, and almost on all my cars, unless the stock wheels are absolutely hideous. Because stock wheels are just like, there's only one type of wheels of that in the game, and it's made for that car. So I always usually rock the stock wheels, but for the most part, I keep the car pretty simple. But this livery really pops. I don't know like what that even says, but it looks really cool in my opinion. Black and gold, beautiful colors. And moving up, guys, we have the Tark. Tark is one of those cars too. I don't really drive that often, kind of like I said about the S80 Rr. But I do know it has some pretty good customization you can do to it. There's a lot of carbon fiber you can put onto this car. This car does look really unique in my opinion. There's just a couple of things you can do to it, like the headlights and like the hood. This car looks very, very different. It's one of those cars that are like very like pristine from all the others. You can kind of definitely tell this car apart from all the others supercars, just because it just has its own type of like swag to it. But yeah, this is a Tark. It's a pretty good car to drive. As also has a lot of customization as well. And next up, guys, we have the Banshee 900R. This vehicle right here, in my opinion, is probably the most customizable supercar there is. It's Benny's vehicle, so you already know it's going to have plenty of customization to do to it. And I kind of have this really cool hot pink on it. I think it looks really unique. And all this carbon fiber on it looks really cool as well. And that spoiler I feel like does this car really, really good. And yeah, like I said, this is probably like one of the most customizable cars, I think, if not, at least supercars, if not maybe in the game. Maybe lowriders might have more, but this car is honestly great. It's 100 grand, and then to make it the custom, it's like 600K, so it's like $700 to $1,000. And this top speed is there's like what I think the third fastest supercar in the game. So this car is honestly just a big W, and there's just a lot of customization you could do to it. If you guys like the way this car looks, you definitely should give it a try, and then put your own type of customization into it. And next up on the list, guys, we have the Nero Custom. The Nero Custom is, I believe, the Nero itself is like 1.3 million, but to make it the custom, it is about 600K more. So it's about a about a $2 million car. And there's a couple cool liveries on this vehicle you can do. Honestly, My favorite thing about this vehicle is probably the wheel walls on them. I like how it matches, like, I don't really like wheel walls like the lowrider wheel walls that you can put on cars or anything, but on this vehicle looks cool because it can match the primary coat, and I just feel like it just makes the car pop and just makes it look like very different. You know, like I said, I stock tires on cars, I usually would put them on as long as they don't look terrible, but to the Nero Customs, it's a great looking car. You guys definitely should give it a try. And next up, guys, we have the Italia Gtp Custom. The Italia GTP, the Italia GTP Custom is honestly not one of my favorite cars. I just know there's a lot of customization because it's a Benny's vehicle. I think this car looks kind of weird, but there's a lot of really good liveries it has on this car, so it honestly kind of saves it to be on this list. And it's also a Benny's vehicle, so it guaranteed it's going to have good customization because it's a Benny's vehicle. I believe it's only like 2 supercars that are Benny's cars. But yeah, this car, I think the back looks really bad, honestly. I think the back looks like a bug or something. But yeah, this car has a lot of customization. If you guys like the way this car looks, unfortunately, I do not. But if this is a car you guys like, you definitely should give it a try, or buy it, because there's a lot of different ways you can make it look, interior and exterior wise. And next up, guys, we have the Divesti 8. The Divesti 8 is also one of those cars that have really good livery options. Honestly, like every livery on this car looks pretty cool, in my opinion. Right now, I kind of have it dressed up like a hot dog, like ketchup and mustard. But usually, I know a lot of people use like the Tron like livery they have on it. You can make this car look really, really cool and unique, in my opinion. And this is one of the best supercars in the game as well, like the second fastest top speed supercar in the game. And my favorite my favorite part about this car is the back of it. I love how the jet engines looks like a jet engine. Honestly, this car just, it really looks like it goes as fast as it actually does. And next up, guys, we have the Tesseract. The Tesseract is like, this might, I don't know, this is supercar that I always really like, just because the wheel like walls on them, like the stock wheels on this car, you have to have the stock wheels on this car. If you don't have the stock wheels on this car, I don't know what you're doing. Like, that's the whole point of this car, because there's only, I think there's like 1 or 2 other cars that like have that type of deal to it, where like it kind of glows like in the wheel. I forgot what other car it was, but there's some other car that does it. I forgot. But yeah, the Tesseract is a beautiful looking car, honestly. It has a lot of good livery options as well, and it's one of my favorite cars in the game. And lastly, guys, we have the beautiful Emerus. This is probably my favorite paint job right now, like or at least out of this list right here. Like, this blue looks so good on this car, that livery, the black and blue looks so good, and then I got the hint of like race yellow on it. Like, this car looks so just unique, honestly. This car really this paint job really would turn heads, definitely. But yeah, this is one of my favorite cars in the game. Definitely one of my favorite cars to customize. I could change up this car all the time, every day if I wanted to. You can make this car look so cool. There's a lot of good. I think this car has, like, honestly, in my opinion, the best liveries in the entire game. There's every livery on this car. It just looks so good. There's not one bad livery, I don't think, that like doesn't look good on this car. Yeah, this car just looks amazing. I love that hint of yellow on it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Let me know what your guys' favorite car is out of this list. What's your favorite like supercar of this list to customize? Or maybe I'm forgetting some. Maybe there's a supercar or two that has more customization you may think. Let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.